welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Guys, we are live. I'm on the road right now. I got some business to take care of in Miami tomorrow, so I'm headed back down south. Yes, I did say that I'm headed back down south. But yeah, man, I figured, hey, I might as well, on my way down, hang out with you guys. My wife gonna help me out. She gonna read some of the comments. We're gonna have a Q&A session because the season is over and our future has begun. You know, today we woke up with the reality of a bright future about to start, and we're here. We're here.
Got a lot of mods in the building. Sandy,
shout out to the mod squad, guys.
I'm loading on my end there.
Shout out to all the mods.
What's up? Brandon says, hey TD. DM Finn says, what's up, bro? G Clooney. Hi TD. FM, what's up, fam? Los So Dolphin, what's the deal, man? What's good?
I'm great, man.
Pete Martinez, reality just hit. We are so far behind Miami Dolphins, not near playoff. Pete Martinez said super lag. Super lag,
yeah. We're in we're out here in Cowtown. Just put it like that, the wilderness Cowtown. But in about 15 minutes, we're gonna be in a much more highly populated area, so I shouldn't have any lag. Hopefully it's back on now with no issue. But like I said, you know, we may starting the stream, we may have a few in and outs, but it'll get better consistently in about 15 minutes.
About 10-15 minutes. You're buffering. We are going to be right this year. No action. Give me a mod, Darth Vader says. Loso Dolphin says, has to get this draft right this year and next so we can be real contenders.
Yes, we do, but I'm going to tell y'all, man, it's almost impossible to get this wrong. If we get this offseason wrong, Greer got to go. It's impossible to get it wrong. You got draft picks galore. You got money galore. I mean, like I said, y'all, it is impossible to get this wrong. We should literally be buffered up on steroids as a roster next year. Like, for real. Our depth, like some of those guys are gonna relish that quality depth.
Huggins says, what's up, TD?
Tannehill.
Ronnie Nelson says, hey TD and Hill. Hey Ronnie.
What's up? What's up?
Barney Miller's in the building. He says you're buffering. Russell Swan says, well, I'm a little behind on comments, by the way. I'm a couple of minutes behind. Well, we are just a few good players short of the playoffs, Russell Swan says. FM says you're back. Powerhouse TJ says, what's up, fam?
What's up? What's up?
Russell Swan says you're on now. FM says TD in a time warp, dark as F there. Yep, it is. It's dark here.
Yes, it's Florida, man. I mean, it got dark 45 minutes ago. It get dark at 6 p.m.
Here we go, off-season time. Been waiting for all year.
Yes.
Let's see here. It's lagging because TD's speeding. JK, drive safe well, and you guys, K, stay away from those crazy drivers. Thank you, Pete. Pete Martinez.
What up, Pete?
Jay Orion says, what's up, TD? God bless you, bro.
Appreciate you, Jay.
Always dripping. Europe, hi, TD, and everybody. Barney Miller says, Miami Dolphins are up and coming. FM says, have faith, TD. Coach Flo will get us right.
Guys, and go ahead and start asking your questions too, guys. I want to answer as many questions as I can. My thoughts, because it's about to go down, man. So there's too many scenarios, too many situations that can happen. I'm going to give y'all my best thoughts on what I think is going to happen.
XFL Saturday, my team is Tampa, says Pete Martinez. Jason Wood says, yo.
I'm going to have to pick me a team.
I'm almost caught up. Vic Coster says, hey TD, Loso Dolphin fan, yep, has to go, man. There's no more excuses for Greer.
I mean, I ain't saying he got to go now. If he don't get this right, he got to go. I think what y'all don't understand, man, we going to be a contender next year. I'm telling y'all, I know I said what I said last year, but that was before we started shipping everybody off. But I'm telling you, we like automatically we're gonna be a contender next year. Y'all will see.
Stevie TV says, yo, TD. Jason Wood says you're lagging, bro. But again, that was 2 minutes ago. Russell Swan says, yes, if they get this draft wrong, Greer will have to go. Roderick J says, can't wait. So excited for the future. Fins up. Gator TV said, what's up, TV? Cody Graham says, TD was hearing Ross likes Burrow and may want to trade up. What do you think of that?
Listen, man. Again, we don't know nothing, but let me tell you this. We can like who we want to like. We're not going, I mean, we won't know until draft night. You won't know until Cincinnati is on the clock. Doom, doom, doom. The Miami Dolphins have traded with the Cincinnati Bengals. You won't know. We won't know, guys, until that time comes. Any trade up to number 2, trade up to number 3, trade back. You won't know until the team that we want to trade with is on the clock or we're on the clock. So what do I think about it, though? Again, I'm one of those individuals. What are we trying to give up for Joe Burrow? If the team doesn't believe in Josh Rosen, then hey, I'm all for going up to get a Joe Burrow as long as we ain't giving away more than 2 first-round picks. I ain't giving up no 3 first-round picks, man. No.
Okay, Mr. TD and fam says Alex Lee. Lawrence Dude said, what's up, TD? Miami should get Herbert to sit behind Fitz and grab an O-lineman afterward.
Herbert behind Fitz, O-line afterward. If we don't believe in Rosen, I ain't opposed to that either. Whoever we draft is probably going to sit behind Fitz for a year if we don't believe in Rosen.
Bahamas Dolphin says, hey, TD, what up, man?
What up, homie?
S Cargo says, Titans up, join the gang.
Hey, I can't join, but hey, I got a player over there that I've always liked, man. But hey, y'all got a bright future if y'all can keep it together.
G Clooney 17 needs to know when you get a P.O. box. He wants to send you some support by mail.
I got you. We're in the middle of that. Well, we don't know if we're actually going to get one right now because we might be moving soon. So.
Barney Miller says, stay away from the Mercedes.
Wow.
Marvin Greek probably can on the road.
Oh.
Cammy? You alright? Yeah, he's alright. He said, alright. Alright, baby. Marvin Greeks. Alright. Marvin Green Smoker says, talk about our offense with the Pro Bowl running back.
Talk about our offense with a Pro Bowl running back?
Yes.
Our offense with the Pro Bowl running back makes that running back non-Pro Bowl. So it ain't much to talk about. Our offense with Derrick Henry makes Derrick Henry not go to the Pro Bowl. Now talk about our offense of the future whenever we draft offensive linemen, when we get some in the free agency, and we got that squad and them tight ends that can block. The future's bright, baby. I see it coming. But I'm going to keep that question simple in what you asked. Talk about our offense with a Pro Bowl running back. That running back is no longer Pro Bowl. That simple.
Okay, good answer. Always dripping asks, how your thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Thoughts on the Super Bowl? Great game. Chiefs did what they had to do. They maintained consistency. I think that the 49ers let up in the fourth quarter. I thought Damian Williams got snubbed for an MVP award, but at the end of the day, no one should really be surprised about it. I mean, it's the NFL. They need Mahomes to be the face going forward, or somebody young to try to carry it for years to come. So can't be shocked about that. But outside of that, man, very good game. Both teams played hard. I just think that 49ers shot themselves in the foot too many times. Number one, 1:49 left in the second quarter, and you got the ball, and you're letting the clock basically run out. Idiotic play by the young coach, might I add. So it is what it is. He's not an idiot, but it's idiotic play that showed his youth. Also, fourth quarter, you start playing prevent almost, bend but don't break. Instead of bump and run, you went 10 yards off of receivers, and that's where Kansas City is at its best. Outside of that, I love how Kansas City incorporated the run game. Nobody expected them to even have that many attempts. Damian Williams ran the ball 21 times, had a hell of a game, put up some numbers, and with 2 touchdowns. And what I believe carried the team, 7 first downs by Damian Williams. 7 first downs. Both fourth down conversions went to him. And he picked up a lot of major plays for the team. I just thought that element of running the ball a little more was unforeseen for Kansas City, and that was an element nobody expected, and that had a huge impact on the game. They gave Patrick Mahomes an opportunity to stick it to him late, and that's what you can't do with a young guy like that who has a lot of confidence, but they did, and he took advantage of it. And if they can keep what they have together, they're going to be a dangerous team for a long time to come, barring being able to sign him on a reasonable deal. That's my thoughts about the Super Bowl.
FM says, who do you see us picking up in free agency?
Who do I see us picking up in free agency?
Yes, sir.
I can't give you a name. I honestly can't. Anybody who can give you a name is just guessing, really. I mean, you want me to guess? I can tell you now. Clowney, Okuda, Ngakwe. I don't know why I said that. I could just name all the great players, but the reality is I can tell you a position I can see us attacking in free agency. I can see us looking for a good quality linebacker. I can see us looking for a cornerback. I can see us trying to get a defensive end, a nice pass rusher in free agency. I can see us drafting some guards, tackles. Not drafting, but picking up a guard or tackle in free agency, both. And maybe even a tight end. Possibly even visiting the running back group to bring a veteran in. I couldn't really write off the possibility of a Frank Gore coming in. Once again, really. I could see a Frank Gore coming back. I really can. But like I said, those are all things that we could be exploring. That's my thoughts on it.
Powerhouse TJ says, hey TD, since you're from Florida, are you going to cheer for Tampa Vipers in the XFL since they're out of Tampa, Florida?
Yeah, I'll cheer for the Tampa Vipers. Again, this is all new for us, the XFL. I'm probably going to observe it first, understand the game first before I start getting on camera and literally talking about it and being very enamored about it. I want to really I got to feel the quality of it too. I don't give any passes just because of the background of the league and stuff like that. I want to feel the quality. So whenever it airs on the weekend, I'll check it out. If I feel that the quality and what they're trying to put together, and it ain't got to be perfect because I know that this is new, but I want to feel the quality. And if I feel the quality, I'm all down for supporting a Florida-based team. I'm not going to call it my team because the reason why I say that, because if this league does become successful, that means it's going to start expanding. I don't want to get behind Tampa Bay right now, and next year, 3 years from now, they got a Miami team in itself. Hey, because I'm going to ride out with my Miami team, and don't get on me because I ain't no Heat fan, but I don't got nothing against the Heat. I'm just saying. But I'm going to check it out. We're going to see where it takes me.
Bahama Dolphin says, why did Miami give up their 5 picks to Carolina?
5 picks? What do you mean?
S. Cargo says, are you a converted fan of the Titans? I want to know.
Not at all. I don't like the Titans. I appreciated Ryan Tannehill and everything that he gave us as a Miami Dolphin. I just wanted to see him succeed. I wanted to see him have success. I feel like my organization stunted not only his growth, but his potential in this league. So I felt like since we did that to him, I wanted to support him moving forward. At this point, he's been supported slowly but surely, and I will say slowly but surely, my support of him will digress more and more and more because I think that him going to Tennessee was a big ups for him, and he's going to have a bright future.
But he doesn't have to unless you're against him. You can
no, I ain't against him, but at the end of the day,
unless you're Miami Dolphins face off against the Tennessee Titans, you can like a player from other teams.
I always like him, but at the end of the day, you're not a Dolphin, so it is what it is. I guess what I'm saying to the subscribers, as time goes, I won't really root for him as much because at the end of the day, it's phasing away. Just like yesterday. Damian Williams. We had 3 players in the Super Bowl yesterday that used to be Dolphins. But I'm glad that all of them went out to be successful to a degree because our organization hasn't done a great job putting our players in a position to be successful. I'll put it like that.
Roger Dre says, do you think the Miami Dolphins will move up to take Tua?
No, I don't, because based off of the assets that it'll take to move up, I think it would be ridiculous for us to do so. We literally people don't understand, we be giving away all our draft capital.
Right.
People say, you got 14 picks, you'd only have to give up maybe 4 of them. And we still have 10, but you got 10 picks that ain't even quality picks. I mean, all picks are still possibilities, but come on, y'all know what I mean. I don't think so, but if they do,
I am 10 minutes
I'd be
behind
shocked.
on comments. So.
Well, you need to bounce to the beginning.
Okay.
That's how it works.
No, well, Ronnie,
You'll never catch up.
Okay, well, I'm going to skim through a few quickly, and you hit on the ones that you want to hit on.
Okay.
When does free agency start? Thanks, Hillary, for straightening TD out last night. Hey, Tommy.
It starts in March.
Hey, are we really going after Derrick Henry?
It could be a possibility, but Tennessee, I'm sure they'll lock him down.
EM Dolphin fan says, TD, what's good, fam?
What up with you, homie? I hope everything good, man.
Also, Dolph fam, what do you think of the Raiders coming to get that fifth pick from us, and we get their 2 first this year and their first next year?
Well, what I'm hearing is they trying to go up to number 3 and get that pick.
Rashad Brown says, we getting 5 and 7. Pete Martinez says Tua is going number 1. FM drive safely, fam. Hope y'all and the kids are good. We're great, FM. Thank you.
I don't know about number 1, man.
Tommy Brinkley says, what up, EM? Pete Martinez, Joe Burrow is a bust.
How you gonna call somebody a bust ain't even played in the NFL yet?
EM Dolphin fam. Tommy Brinkley. Okay, let's see. Powerhouse today. Hey, TD, are you going to have TDPHINSTALK t-shirts for the draft?
Oh, that's a good question, man. You know what? I'm glad that you said that. I need you to put that down for me, man, because I might want to like bring 10. So whenever I link up with some of the subscribers that's there, when we hanging out, we might be able to people know that we're a group and represent where we're from. So
Okay.
I'm glad you said that. There's a strong possibility I will. Just put it like that.
Okay.
I'll be booking
When are
all
you-
my draft stuff this weekend probably.
Okay. All right. So, hold on. Give me one second. All right. That was a good question. EM Dolphin fan says Burrow is not coming to Miami. Ronnie is shaking his head.
I'm not so I wouldn't debate that. I don't think he's coming to Miami either, because I don't think that we'd actually move up to number 1 to get him.
Dolphins uploaded a hype video with no Xavier Howard or no Rashad Jones. Big deal? Question mark.
First thought is not a big deal, and let me tell you why. Because they were, if you look at the hype video, it's players that were on the field this year, footage of them and stuff. Those guys weren't really on the field much this year. But Rashad Jones is gone, possibly, but you look at the salary situation, he could still be here. And X could be trade bait.
I'm going to skip a couple of questions. Tommy bring me fist to it. Engraven says, good evening, everyone.
Engraven in the house. What's up, homie, man? We got to link up in this offseason, make it a great one for our peeps, man. I'm going to hit you up, man. Run a few ideas by you.
Eve Dolphin Fran says, San Francisco defense wore down. Engraven says, good afternoon to the West Coast. FM, let's see here.
Yeah, San Francisco defense didn't wear down. They just started playing prevent.
Okay, let's see. Engraven, not much, brother. Glad to see you, Rashad. We're taking Okudua and Simmons after we trade back in the top 10.
Okuda.
Okay, let's see here. TD appears all major sports networks and shows agree with you. Mike Shanahan lost the Super Bowl for the 49ers, but congratulations to the Chiefs for the win.
I know, man. It was just some people trolling last night trying to make what I was saying as if I was hating. I mean, every single sports commentator today said what I said live during the game. Number one, they were like a minute 49 left, and you literally don't use the timeout before halftime. And number two, they all agree with me that Damian Williams should have won the MVP. And number three, they all also agreed that 49ers, like, what were they doing in the fourth quarter? They literally played passive. They gave everything underneath. They played that raggedy zone. Y'all ain't noticed. They played cover 3 in the game, but a lot of plays they manned up with too high. And I told y'all with the pass rush that would get it done. And it was successful all night. and then they got out of it in the fourth quarter. And Mahomes, it was almost like it was scripted. 49ers, we need you to go ahead and play 10 yards off the receivers. Don't put a pass rush in the fourth quarter and let Mahomes do his thing. It's almost like it was scripted. Like, I don't understand what be going on in these coaches' brains. You dominate, you ain't dominating, but you playing a good game plan for 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, you just switch it up. It's ridiculous.
Derek Huggins says, do you think we will go after Justin Simmons?
It's a possibility, but you got to look at the draft, where we're drafted. I mean, I don't know.
EM says Tua is pulling an Eli Manning. He's trying to orchestrate his way to Miami.
I don't know why. EM said that. Who is he saying he don't want to play for? That's not true, EM. He's not pulling an Eli Manning. What I will tell you is his family has vocally said they would love Miami and prefer Miami. But I don't think he's pulling an Eli like he's boycotting any other team. And don't tell me the Lions, because I saw that article where they said Tua doesn't want to go to the Lions. Then I saw another article that said Tua would be enamored to play for the Lions. So once again, they selling articles to you, getting your clicks to pull on your strings.
All right, let me see who we got here. Miguel Hernandez says, I think that Anthony Gordon is really good. Watch his tape, TD. What do you think of him?
I gotta watch his tape, and then I'll tell you.
All right, let's see. Chad Marchone in the building says, what's up, TD?
Chad, what up, homie?
Hi, Chad. This channel is pointless says Washington Capitals 2020 Stanley Cup. Okay,
we love you too, Washington Capital. It's pointless, but you're here.
EM says the difference in the game was when Kansas City went up tempo, no huddle in the fourth quarter, and that contributed to the fatigue of the 49ers defense.
It wasn't a fatigue. They just start going and prevent. They were 10 yards off instead of bump and run like they were doing the whole game.
Todd Lorbuto says Shanahan is the worst coach in Super Bowls between last night and the great New England comeback against his offense when he was in Atlanta. He just seems to refuse to run the ball. Christian Foster says, what you think about Vic Beasley Jr. coming to Miami in free agency?
Vic Beasley coming to Miami? I mean, I'm open to it. Again, man, let me tell y'all something about free agents. We can throw names out all we want. The real question is how much? That's the only thing that matters. How much? We can talk this, that, this. How much is he going to cost?
All right. Wally Ball says, if Tua is gone at 5, what QB do you go after in the draft, TD?
Well, ain't we number 5? Oh, if he's gone at our pick number 5.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on the front office game plan. You know, are we looking at, like, I'm going to be honest, y'all might be shocked that what if we don't even get a QB this offseason? I'm one who believes we definitely will, especially based off of the inside information that I've been given. But you can look at Love or Herbert. Love or Herbert.
Okay, let's see here. All right, G. Clooney, I love your channel. EM Dolphin fan, they never play bump and run, bro! Exclamation point.
What did he say?
They never play bump and run, bro.
And he tell me I need to get in the film room. Let me tell y'all now, Richard Sherman, the whole game, 80% of the game was in bump and run. At the bottom of the screen, if Kels was down there, bump and run. If Hill was down there, bump and run. The other, at the top of the screen, it wasn't so much bump and run. So it was the inside guy, a lot of times would play about 3 yards off. The outside guy would play about 4 yards off. That's all good. But all I'm trying to get y'all to recognize is they didn't give cushion like that. They didn't. Look at the fourth quarter. If Tyreek Hill on the 40-yard line, the defender is on the 50. All receivers, they were doing that too in the fourth quarter. So all I'm getting y'all to understand in that game is when you go back and watch the film, Look early in the game, and none of them are more than 5 yards off the receiver. In the fourth quarter, 10 yards. That made the difference.
Vaughn Show says the difference was the ex-Dolphins, Damian Williams.
True that, too. They threw that element of the game in there. Nobody saw it coming. They ran the ball.
Loso Dolphin fan says, oh, thank you, Barney. Yes, y'all hit that like button. Loso Dolphin fan says, 49er had that game. Coaches laid it down in the fourth.
Easy.
TD, are you going to watch any of the combine? Chris Gomez.
Yeah, I'm going to check some. I'm going to check a lot of it out, honestly. I'm going to check a lot of the combine out. I'll just put it like that.
Cody Graham said, I'd rather take Gordon later on and build the rest of our team with the earlier draft picks. Jason Wood says, why wasn't Shanahan running the ball in the fourth quarter? 6 minutes left, and they be running that drive. Really?
Well, the same thing Tennessee did to him late in the game. Just because the Chiefs stopped your run game on one possession, now you want to go run heavy? It makes no sense to me. Coaches go in fear, man. They get in fear. They don't, for the life of me, I don't know.
Eo says, it's called press bail! Exclamation point. I need to educate you.
EM don't know football, man. I promise you. And even if it, and I know what he talk about, press bail. Up on them as soon as the ball hiked, they start backpedaling. The difference is, pre-snap, you gave Mahomes a different look. That he didn't know early in the game that his early routes would be open. And on top of that, the reason why San Francisco was running press bail in a lot of situations, because the 49ers know that Mahomes and those receivers, they run option routes. They run a complex option routes. So if the guy's playing you on press coverage, at the beginning of the play, y'all already determining what you're gonna do. You called the play, but based off of how they're gonna give you the look, you have an option mid-play, but Mahomes wasn't up on that early in the game. That's why he kept making all those mistakes. But late in the game, you basically put it out on the platter and said, Tyreek Hill can run 15 yards down the field, start running back, coming back to the quarterback, and bro, in the fourth quarter, Tyreek Hill and Kelsey and them caught like 7 balls that were just dig routes. Easy.
Donald Young says, okay, TD, time for you to tell us what you think of Zach Thomas being snubbed by the Hall of Fame. This was tough seeing the Super Bowl was played in Miami. What you say?
I say that Zach Thomas was not snubbed for the Pro Bowl. Everybody, we're going to keep on saying he was snubbed. I get it, because we feel like he should have already been in. And I do agree that he should have already been in the Hall of Fame. But the issue is, there is a certain amount of people that should go in. And he didn't make that final cut. He was not snubbed. Look at everybody else that went in. People say Edgerrin James was the one that he should have replaced. Everybody else should have been in, but he should have got in over Edgerrin James. Edgerrin James got a Super Bowl and was a major part of it. Let's not sit here and discount that. And the only sad thing is they play 2 different positions. So it's hard to compare. It's really hard to compare. But Edgerrin James, man, you know what? Let me take it a step further, y'all. Let's keep it all the way 100. I'm one who feels like Zach Thomas should be in the Hall of Fame. But let's keep it all the way 100 here. Zach Thomas's resume is a resume that just gets in the Hall of Fame. Let's keep it all the way 100. I know we don't like that. You know, we want to feel like our Dolphins are 99.999, 1,000% definite Hall of Famers. But Zach Thomas's career is one that just gets in the Hall of Fame when you compare it to all the other all-time greats. So yes, he should be in the Hall of Fame, guys. But Edgerrin James got a Super Bowl on his own resume that he contributed in. So I can't knock it. What's going to be tougher is the simple fact that next year's class don't get any easier.
All right,
just my thoughts, man.
Comments to short your answers. Todd Lobordo says Miami needs to get Chris Jones a free agency. Is Josh Rosen on the trading block? Darth Vader.
Every player's on the trading block.
Going to be hard to predict what this coaching staff does. They are thinking outside the box these days. Chef Jew, what's up, TD? Everyone
What up,
just
homie?
got the notification. Where y'all headed?
Back to Miami. We just got back.
EM
Sunday.
says it gives the illusion of press man pre-snap, but post-snap it's bail technique.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but it gave Mahomes a different look.
That's San Francisco's theme. Hey TD, what do you think about the Bleacher Report having? Hold on. Hey TD, what do you think about the Bleacher Report having us get Grant in the second round? I like it.
Grant in the second round. Grant who? Grant Delpit?
Yeah, I mean.
If that's who you're talking about, I mean, is he gonna fall?
Yeah. All right. It says, do you think Fitz would be our franchise QB if he was 24 or 25?
No.
Yep. Well, okay, there's your answer. Dion Moore says, well, that's good, TD.
What's up, homie?
FM, I like that polo, TD. I have one like that. Nice.
Appreciate it. The wife for one of her birthday gifts. One of the many.
Ian said, man, I'll go in more detail tomorrow. Shaking my head at you. He keeps posting these emojis.
Bro, he act like I'm disagreeing with him. I know that it was I know what he means with press bail. But what EM needs to do is go get in the film room and watch that game again. Tell him to go look at every third and fourth down and tell me, was it press bail? Go look at every third and fourth down with Richard Sherman and those guys, and you tell me if it was press bailed in.
Calm down, TD. You're going to stroke out. He's not. He's on a 10 like this always, guys.
Always.
Mahomes was running for his life. If he doesn't have an OL, he's in trouble.
Don't worry, when he get that 40, 45 million, it's going to make it that much easier for the Dolphins, baby.
Cool your blood pressure, TD. Don't get hyped, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
He's good, guys. Justin Herbert is going to be a pick from Justin Herbert is going to be picked from us at number 5. Pick fins up.
Woo, that would be a shocker to me.
Next year he will get in. Zach should be in the Hall. He was awesome. Hall of Game.
Hold on. Y'all better go look at next year's class that's eligible.
Zach will get in. Patient.
Yeah, I think he'll get in. I'm just saying it does take patience, but it'll be, we'll see. I mean, he's going to get in. It's just a matter of when.
EM says, I agree. Jason Taylor should not have gotten in on the first try. Zach,
and that's Jason Taylor, though.
Better.
Jason Taylor was a bigger face than Zach Thomas.
Insanity is in the building.
What up, Insanity?
Hey, Insanity. I've been saying Chris Jones. I believe Zach had better numbers than Oralcher, right or wrong?
Urlacher,
yes.
Let me say this. No. Hold on. All right, so I got to talk about that for a second because a lot of people compare Zach with Urlacher, right? I think Zach had like 300 more. He had a lot more assisted tackles. But Urlacher, I believe, almost doubled him in sacks. That's number one. Almost double him in sacks. And like I keep telling y'all, Urlacher, Super Bowl, more prominence, more recognition. Zach Thomas is a victim of playing for the Miami Dolphins. I know that sucks to say, but he is a victim right now playing for the Miami Dolphins because they didn't win anything. If Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, and those boys, Madison, all of them would have won one Super Bowl. One. It would be a whole different situation. They would have been in. He would have been in.
All right. Dolphins have the best three-headed running game. Delpit is fouling because tackling issue.
Falling, no.
TD, I love you like a brother, but I'll disagree with you. Case in point, G-Bob Kutchenberg was in 4 Super Bowls with 2-win, 2-loss record, and G. Steve Hutchinson got in with a perfect season. RG Sheriff, RT Collin are our top free agent signee for the Dolphins. Edge didn't win a Super Bowl, kind of like Cam Wake was a victim of playing here as well.
Yep. Who didn't win a Super Bowl? Edge. Edgerrin James with the Indianapolis Colts and Peyton Manning? What are you talking about?
Aaron says, PD, you still want Andrew Todd?
Absolutely. No question.
Let's see here.
Y'all have to understand, this is what you'll be doing with Andrew Thomas. This is Andrew Thomas, y'all. Miami Dolphins. Do you want Laramie Tunsil? Or do you want Andrew Thomas and another first-round pick and a second-round pick? Y'all put that in the comment section. Which do you rather? Laramie Tunsil or Andrew Thomas, another first-rounder and a second? That's what it come down to. That's what that deal would be if we picked up Andrew Thomas. That's what the trade-off would have been. Yeah, I want Andrew Thomas.
TD, Zach had better scoring. TD's fumbles led the NFL in tackles 3 times with linebacker Ray Lewis. Also, Marshall had a loss in the Super Bowl, but more interceptions and less tackles.
Yep, and what did he do in the postseason? Hall of Fame, man. You got to put numbers up in the postseason, y'all. That's what nobody want to talk about. You could be a regular season great, but if you ain't impact the postseason on the biggest stage, it's going to be tough.
So Romo's not going to go to the Hall of Fame?
Romo?
No.
Romo Hall of Fame?
No.
He shouldn't. Man, if Romo go to the Hall of Fame,
He was good. He was a good quarterback, though.
He ain't going to the Hall of Fame. Tony Romo ain't going to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, my God.
Okay, ask the people, man. Ask the people.
Whatever.
Romo ain't going to no Hall of Fame.
Whatever. All right, let's see. Where did I leave off? Yeah, we got a steal trading Tunsil. Great wife, TD. Be safe heading home.
Appreciate
Andrew, second often. Facts, bro. Do your research. James Harden is good in a regular season, but bad in the playoffs. Edge left and went to Arizona. Hell no. Hey, Chef Jew, I'm doing great. Super Bowl last night. Barney Miller. Hell no. Andrew Thomas and those draft picks. Wormy said he would trade himself. Romo sucks. No Hall of Fame for him. TD, would you be mad if we trade up and pick Chase Young and trade number 5 and number 18 in this year's second round pick?
Yeah, I would. 2 firsts and a second. Hold on. Let me backtrack on that for a second. Let me evaluate something. Give me a second. Chase Young. Two firsts and a second.
Yep.
And we got the number 5th pick.
Yes. And number 18. Chase Young and trade 5 and number 18 in this year's second round pick.
5-18 and a second rounder?
Yes.
I wouldn't do it.
Why?
Because, I mean, I got to get a benefit out of the Tunsil trade. That's just a trade-off. I wouldn't. And you got to pay the guy on top of it.
Revo13 says Colts won Super Bowl season after E. James left into the Hall of Fame for broadcasting. I guess Romo.
Maybe.
Romo will be in there because Jerry Jones will make it happen. Romo was good, but not Hall of Fame material. What I missed? Did we sign Tannehill? LOL. Shake money for the building.
Yep.
That's shake money. Fix the line. No, Romo is not Hall of Fame. We would get in the hall of really good. It's good to. This brings up that conversation. What is Hall of Fame? Is Hall of Fame?
Nah, that's pretty clear. You should be able to. Nah, you should know what Hall of Fame is.
Okay, whatever.
You should know what Hall of Fame is.
TD, check out that huge LT Mekhi Becton, 6'7", 396 pounds from Louisville. If we miss on Andrew Thomas.
Okay.
Did Richard Sherman get exposed? No way. It's great.
Sherman ain't get exposed. Sherman played a hell of a game. Sherman played a hell of a game. The only thing he was getting beat on are the dig routes. Full speed, and then the receiver stopped and start running back towards the quarterback. But that's a give-in.
Shout out to the mod squads are in the building. They're all standing their fins up, throwing up their sets.
Yeah.
Mod squads. All right. Yes, Sherman got burnt on that play.
Oh, what play?
They're talking about, I guess, a bad play.
Sherman ain't get exposed, though. He played a hell of a game. I mean, he may have had 1 or 2 situations where, the receiver got the best of him. But Sherman did a really good job, especially on them third downs, where he would keep it, like he would man-to-man press coverage on those third down situations, and he would take Kelson Hill. Kelson Hill didn't do too much on third down and fourth down situations in that game because Sherman was on him and locking them down.
Zion says, I really
Damian Williams had to be the outlet.
Deion Moore says, I really feel in my heart Justin Herbert will be at number 5, TD.
Yeah, but will we take him?
If Eli is Hall of Fame, then Romo is Hall of Fame, and Tannehill is future Hall of Fame.
No, I ain't gonna say that. Eli is a Hall of Fame, and here's why. Eli shouldn't be a Hall of Famer, number one. He will be, because at the end of the day, he won 2 Super Bowls. Not only did he win 2 Super Bowls, he did it taking the Patriots down in their prime, just about. Even though we still feel like he ain't a Hall of Famer. At least he got that. Romo ain't even
Eli did it, or
gone to a Super Bowl.
Eli did it, or the team around him did it?
The team, but Eli played some crazy football at that time, though. He made some huge, unbelievable, miraculous plays.
Can a quarterback do it alone then?
No, that ain't the case. But again, I'm telling you, he's going to the Hall of Fame, even though I don't think he is one. I'm just telling you that he will, though.
Okay, let's see.
And he's an Eli. I mean, he's a Manning. Excuse me. He's a Manning. How can you not? How can you, like they say? Here's the rule for Hall of Fame. You're a Hall of Fame player if the NFL can't tell their story without you. How you can't tell the NFL story without at least saying, yeah, those Mannings, all 3 of them were in.
Who's 3?
Archie, Peyton, and Eli.
Who's Archie?
The dad.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Archie, I didn't know that. All right, let's see here. What up, Sister Hillary? How are you doing? How are you today? What up, Sister Hillary? How are you doing today? How are you feeling today? I'm feeling great, Mr. Miami 305. Thank you. How are you? Eli Manning still Patriots killer. Eli 2 Super Bowls. Cowboys fans will say yes. Whatever, Clooney. Eli 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Shake Money says, shout out to them boys. Hope you had a good birthday. Shake Money, thank you so much. I had a fantastic birthday because I was grateful to be alive. Thank you so much.
yes.
All right, let's see. Let me go back to my comments. Damian Williams should have got the MVP last night, not Mahomes. He threw 2 interceptions for crying out loud.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. They're going to glorify. You know what I don't like about it? I could appreciate Mahomes' game, but what I don't like about it is they're going to glorify that kid. And last night was proof.
Yeah.
They need the savior at the Tom Brady, because who's the savior? The league has no face.
Yep.
And they're going to try to make him the face. I knew that they wouldn't give Damian Williams the MVP, but that's the only reason I brought it up, because we all know that he should have been. They need a face. And what I hate about the league right now is, since you need a face, you're kind of pushing your wheel on things instead of letting it happen naturally.
But don't they do the same thing with the NBA? Like, they tried to make Lonzo Ball the face. Then they tried to make
They ain't never tried to make Lonzo Ball the face. He just had a lot of hype.
Listen. And now
He
what's
just had hype.
this new kid they're trying to make the face?
Zion?
Yeah,
exactly.
Zion.
Exactly.
And then they'll probably try to make LeBron James' son
And the
face.
NBA don't need to do that. They have enough stars to be marketable. They don't need to have that guy be the face.
Exactly.
Let somebody play their game and emerge.
Exactly. But anyways, let me go back to the comments. So, all right, Donald Young says, TD, Skip and Shannon discussed if Jason Witten will get in the Hall of Fame. They agreed he will eventually, but not first ballot. Kind of seems like Zach Thomas based on who we compared with. Why wouldn't Jason Witten be first ballot? Yeah, he doesn't have a ring, but come on.
Jason Witten will be in the Hall of Fame.
And he should be first ballot.
He's not going to be first ballot.
Why not?
Postseason.
Dan Marino?
Again, here's what you got to realize, babe.
Well, Dan Marino had postseason.
Dan Marino ain't had as much postseason.
Right.
But still, Dan Marino broke almost every record known to man in his era.
And Witten hasn't broken records?
Yeah, but he's had some, but not like that. Not like that. I mean, it ain't like he jumped out the gym. He just did his job and did it well for so many years. You gotta have a postseason resume and big games in those moments and stuff.
Well, Dak Prescott's definitely gonna be a Hall of Fame.
Man, now I'm gonna sound like EM. Well, you done been in that medicine cabinet.
He's elite.
Thinking Dak Prescott going to the Hall of Fame.
Well, listen, if Mahomes.
Well, it's early. That's wrong of me to say, but
if Mahomes has the potential to get there, so does my Dak. Anyways, Aaron says Mike Pellegrino better than Rosa. Oh Lord, is Mike in the section? Chris Gomez, TD Romo is going to the Hall of Shame.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, just making sure.
Pat White, Hall of Fame. Justin Tuck, Strahan, Kiwanku all made impact for the Giants. Another Manning is on the way. I'm blessed to be living today, sister. Amen. Eli is not Hall of Fame. Eli had 2 moments in 2 different Super Bowls.
I agree, but he's still getting in. That's the point. I don't want you to think that I'm disagreeing with you. No, he's not a Hall of Fame guy, but he's getting in.
Terrence Henderson says TD Hillary Valentine's couples. Thank you.
Yes.
Eli gets Iron Man points also. Mr. Miami 305. Miami Dolphins is a legend killer. RKO Phillip Rivers and Tom Brady in 2020. Don't forget Mahomes fumbled twice.
Two picks, 2 fumbled by 6 sacks.
He's the MVP, Tony.
Huh?
He's the MVP.
He's the MVP, though, I guess.
And that's what the most valuable player does. Troy Aikman beat Jim Kelly twice in back-to-back.
Patrick Mahomes had the lowest QBR in NFL history for a Super Bowl MVP quarterback. The lowest QBR in NFL history.
Well, what I noticed is they put so much emphasis on the quarterback and they want to sell that merchandise that every single year it's going to be the quarterback.
They need the face of the league. But these non-football knowing people be getting all right behind it.
And all the quarterbacks' jerseys sell the most revenue, except in Dallas. I think Zeke does. But still. Anyway, what is that smell? Oh my gosh.
Is that we're passing by a landfill.
Oh, goodness.
Something.
Zion is injury prone. Mahomes threw 2 picks and had 2 interceptions, and then the 4th was clutch, came through like an elite QB. Loso Dolphin fan.
The man wasn't even clutch in the 4th quarter. They gave him all the underneath routes, and then he Hail Mary one, and the guy was wide open. Why do people think that's clutch?
Thank you, FM. Love you. TD, happy Valentine's Day. Zeke is overpaid. I agree. And I'll keep it at that. But so is a lot of people in this league, so I guess it doesn't really matter anymore. Miami Dolphins defense going to be stronger in 2020. No Jason Witten, not a first ballot. Shannon Sharp had to wait 5 times to get in the Hall of Fame with 3 Super Bowls. Jason's not better than him. Miami Dolphins will be 3-time Super Bowl champions. It's coming. Marito did it when defenses could kill you.
Yep, that's true too.
Tua to Miami. LOL, TD. Could Xavier Howard be a Hall of Fame for Miami Dolphins one day, TD?
No.
Do we take a running back in the 1st round, TD?
I'm going to say no. It could happen, but I'm going to say no. Early second.
Sorry, Cowboys. No HC won Super Bowls on different teams. Dallas Cowboys still a New York Giants killer. And don't they ever forget that. Miss Hillary, Skip and Shannon said Witten will be compared to Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, and Gronkowski. They will cancel him out from being first ballot.
You're not going to be first ballot, and that's a good point that person made.
Anyways, Room is borderline Hall of Fame, but he probably shouldn't make it. People have Palomalo over Dawkins because Palomalo had a greater impact. Palomalo, yeah. All the analysts keep saying Mahomes played amazing.
Yeah, they selling it. We were wondering when it was going to happen, and then in the 4th quarter, he just emerged. What did we see in the 4th quarter? Him literally make underneath throws that were wide open because the 49ers was in prevent. He throws up a Hail Mary, and Tyreek Hill is wide open. Then Kelsey gets in the back of the end zone, wide open. The defense sold out on the handoff, and Kelsey had no one around him. My grandmama can make that throw.
Stephen A. Smith said the 49ers roasted the 49ers this morning. Tia looking for property in Miami, hired a realtor, Jackie Rocks. Yeah. Witten can block.
He should get some property in Miami. Everybody, if you got money, you should.
Hey TD, what is your prediction on our win-loss record this upcoming season? I think it's probably too early to determine that.
19-0, baby.
Oh my goodness. Max Kellerman said Mahomes is the GOAT and most clutch player ever. Oh my God, I want to throw up. Max Kellerman is not accurate a lot of times.
Again, and let me tell you one thing about these commentators too. They want to get behind the best thing because they want to land that interview. They want to always sing their praises because they know that that team is going to be relevant for some time, unless they just start falling apart after the contract. They're trying to get ahead of being the people who say the next Brady.
But you know what's crazy is if you notice, teams are not winning back-to-back titles anymore like that besides the Patriots.
But you got to look at why they don't win them.
Yeah, sure.
Because of how they construct it. You win a Super Bowl, now all them players is free agents on the team. They want their money because they going to get it. It's easy now. You want a Super Bowl. So you going to get a contract that's bigger with a little premium out there. You can't afford to keep everybody.
So, Jimmy Johnson, former Miami Dolphins head coach, going into the Hall of Fame. That is awesome.
Yes.
I agree. Man, we get that O-line fixed. Jonathan Taylor can help lead us to a Super Bowl. Taylor was solid all season. Zach Thomas going to the Hall of Fame in 2021.
Possibly.
Let's see here. And Belichick wanted to keep Jimmy G. I'm glad Kraft stepped in. They're saying Brady wants $35 million.
We'll see.
Congratulations to Jimmy Johnson. Dan Marino, when he threw 48 TDs in 84. Next guy, 36 TDs.
That's back whenever you can be physical with receivers. You can hit the quarterback. That's back then when Dan Marino put them numbers up.
I think Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, and Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert, and Joe Burrow are going to be the new faces of the NFL.
Did they say Aaron Rodgers in that?
Yes.
I mean, how many more years they want him to play?
Aaron Rodgers is not right, exactly. I don't think Aaron.
I mean, he ain't been crazy. I mean, it's only 13, but he may got another 7 or something. But I don't know about all that. Oh, I was looking at Aaron Rodgers' information today because somebody wanted to fact check me. They said Aaron Rodgers didn't win it on his rookie deal, and they were right. He actually didn't win it on his rookie deal, but I was shocked. I was shocked to find out that the year Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl, the salary cap was $120 million, and he was only getting paid $10.4 million.
So that was your point.
It was about 9% of the salary cap, which I continue to prove my point. If I was the guess, I would have been like, he was probably making 13% of the salary cap, but he was making 9% of the salary cap.
Right again.
Peanuts compared to these 20% guys now. Back then, the guys right now back then would have been making $20 million, and that would have been, whoa! That's the ratio. Back with what guys are making now, if you equate that to the money back then, they would have been making $22 million. Aaron Rodgers was making 10.4 when he won the Super Bowl. He wasn't taking all the team money. Only 9% of the team money he was taking.
TD, did you hear the Raiders might go for Brady?
Yeah, I already told y'all. I got somebody who was trying to tell me that in my ear that what's happening right now is they're going to try to sign Brady and use their draft capital for the next 2 years and use that capital to move up to get Tua Tagovailoa and have him sit behind Brady for 2 years. 1 year because of he injured. He gonna sit behind him for a year for the injury. In the second year, he's not gonna be injured, but he's still gonna sit behind Brady to learn. And Brady might be looking to retire at that point. That's what they told me.
Hey, Jersey.
But who knows?
I like Favre over Rodgers any day. Brett Favre.
Well, Brett Favre was a legend, man.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Come on, man. Favre, beyond first. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Kansas City has 20 free agents. They are going to lose some.
Absolutely.
Kyler Murray shouldn't have won Rookie of the Year this year.
I don't know. I don't even really get into that. It really means nothing to me. I'm telling y'all now, man. I don't care nothing about these players unless they're a Dolphin player until you get off your rookie deal, man. You survive that and you still balling, now we talking.
Plus, Rodgers isn't a mobile QB on his rookie deal.
Yeah, and watch this. Like, let me give you an example. Let me tell you why I don't care about rookie contracts. Devontae Parker went through his whole rookie contract, and some people would have threw him in the trash. And he get off his rookie deal, now look at him. So it can go two ways. You can look trash and then be great, or you can look great and then turn out to be trash. It just depends on the situation you in. It depends on the situation you in, man.
TD, do you think Miami is going to take running back Dobbins in the early second round?
J.K. Dobbins, it could happen. It could happen, man. I would like a running back in the second round. Depends, though. Are we going to sign this kid with the Ravens that we brought in for a workout? That's a sign right there. It just depends. Are we going to pick him up when the league year starts?
TD, I think Baker Mayfield might end up an average quarterback.
Well, I can see that. I mean, I'm not enamored by Baker Mayfield, and that's what people get me, man. They see these attributes where this kid came out with this arm and he got this accuracy, he got this, he got vision. I don't care about all these attributes out of college. Put them on that NFL field and see how it translates. That's all I care about.
If Marino played today, 6,000 yards, passing 60 TDs.
I mean, it's possible with Marino, with an O-line.
Drew Brees beat Peyton Manning. Russell Wilson beat Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
We're going to get Tua Tagovailoa in the first round. Prayer hands. I would love to draft A.J. Dillon in the second round. I think Jonathan Taylor will be a Dolphin in the second round, TD. Can we get a ball hawk hard hitting safety on the Dolphins, please?
I'm with that, baby. I'm all for that.
No question. Twins brothers from Patriots is free agent in. Twin brothers of the Patriots organization?
The McCourty brothers.
McCourty brothers?
Yeah.
How cool is it to have twin boys in the Super Bowl at the same time? It's really cool. Man, if Patriots get OBJ, it's on. Are they trying to go for Odell Beckham?
I know.
Marino scored too quick. That's how good he was. Never had a running back. Do you remember when we took Culpepper instead of Drew Brees because Drew had a shoulder injury? You know what I wonder, Tony, though? This is Flores' first year with you guys, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think that Flores not being there had an influence on the Patriots? The game at all this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really tell.
Well, no, because their defense is what really saved them this year, right?
Yeah, but their defense got exposed against Tennessee.
Got it. Marino scored too quick. That's how good he was. Never had a running back. Do you remember when we took Culpepper instead of Drew Brees because Drew had a shoulder injury? Xavier safety with the number 18 pick, TD. I hope Amari Cooper.
Let me go back to this Drew Brees, Culpepper, because Drew Brees had a injury. Guys, man, I really be urging y'all to be fair sometimes. Once again, there's a good, strong possibility that we wouldn't be talking about Drew Brees in the light that we're talking about him now if the Miami Dolphins would have drafted him back then. All the problems we had on our roster. Why do we ignore that? He might have not been Drew Brees. That's a real situation, y'all. Y'all look at the result of a player now, but do you know how many players were good that we had that went on to be good, but we thought they were trash? Hell, look at Damian Williams. Look at the Super Bowl. You know how many players that moved on, we done traded or dropped or whatever, and they went on to be really good? Drew Brees ain't immune to that. He could have been on Miami and been trash because of what we had around him. And then the Saints could have traded for him and he could have went off to be good again. But he wouldn't have been the same Drew Brees because we would have probably ruined 7 years of his career. So I don't get all caught up in that. We same people that's why we missed out on Drew Brees. with what we did in the past, we would have screwed that up too. Don't forget that, man. That's why that point when people make it is so mute, is void. Look at the full picture.
Okay, let me see here. One sec. All right. TD, thoughts on resurging Cam Newton for upcoming season? Thoughts on resurging Cam Newton for the upcoming season?
Resurging or re-signing?
So. Oh, it says resurging, but maybe he means re-signing.
I think he meant re-signing, and I think Tennessee, I thought they had him on a 2-year deal, and he got hurt last year. So I'm not sure.
Tennessee? You mean Carolina?
Tennessee. Oh, Cam Newton?
Cam Newton.
Oh, I thought he said Cam Wake.
Cam Newton.
I'm not a fan of that. I mean, why are we bringing in another guy? No, I'm not a fan of that. I mean, we need to go young at this point. Keep Fitzpatrick and go young.
CD, what are your thoughts on Baker Mayfield? I think he's way overrated.
I never was high on him in the first place. Those are my thoughts.
Xavier Howard and Akwi Talib next year. Nice duo.
Akeem Talib, if Akeem Talib play.
Go ahead.
But we'll see if Xavier Howard can stay healthy.
Marino choked in big games.
Okay.
TD, what if Breeze go back to his old team, the Chargers?
And then he go back. Yeah, sure.
Well, let's see here. We're going to be competitive again. It's going to start 2020.
I agree. We better get this right, man. We can't miss on this one, guys.
Oh, yeah. What about us taking Cam Newton? Yeah, that's what they were asking. TD, I think defensive is going to be at least top 10 2020.
Defense?
Yeah. Y'all's defense.
Top what?
Top 10.
Oh, yeah. I hope so.
Sam Madison got a ring, TD. Do you think we can convince Tua to take a team-friendly deal?
Man, I ain't worrying about that now. He gonna get his rookie money. If we were to get Tua, I would hope he would take a team-friendly deal.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I don't think this kid is I don't think anybody coming in the league in today's era is gonna take any friendly deals.
It's not about heart for them.
Yeah, they're going to get that money, man. You ain't got the players that put the game and understand what it takes to help the team. Yeah, you don't have that no more.
Let's see here. We're gonna bring a lot of offense and defense in secondary to this offseason. Let's see here. Thanks for helping with the football withdrawal.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of the Dolphins having trash players and then being good on another team. Like, y'all have the trash players, and when y'all release them, they're good on other teams.
Oh, yeah. That's a real issue, but that's because we're evaluating the talent that we already have improperly.
TD, do you think the Dolphins should draft 2 edge rushers, Yetter Gross Montos and AJ Espinoza?
No, I think we should get one of those guys, and I think that we should try to go after Clowney or Ngakoue in free agency. Man, y'all don't understand, man. If we can get us a Nick Bosa type guy, man.
Let's see here. TD, how do you feel about Nick Needham?
I like his development so far, but again, you got to maintain. So we're going to find out a lot this season on Nick Needham. I ain't gonna lie, I hope he does turn out to be that guy, man. I really do.
Good call, TD. Our last good safety was Lewis Oliver. What about Vic Beasley?
We talked about that earlier. But depend on the price.
We need a Nick Bosa type edge rusher.
Yes, he was all over that game yesterday. And I know he got the strip fumble and maybe 1 sack, but he was relentless, man. He made a lot of hurry-ups. He forced a lot of bad throws. He had Mahomes running for his life, whether he got out or not. Bosa balled yesterday.
Okay, so we need a Patrick Mahomes type, says Mike Pellegrino.
Patrick Mahomes type? I mean, we can get a Patrick Mahomes type. Again, I'm not opposed to a Patrick Mahomes type. I love Patrick Mahomes' talent, You just got to make sure you put the right team around them.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jay Diesel. I didn't see it. Let me go back. Jay Diesel says, I hope Detroit takes Tua and forces us to actually rebuild for real.
Good point.
Sorry, D Diesel.
Yeah.
And let's see here.
But us taking a Mahomes type, that wouldn't be bad. I never knocked like us wanting to have a player like Mahomes. That would be a big ups for Miami.
Hey, NY Blackout TD, are you concerned that neither coordinator from last year will be with us next year?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Because I think the coordinators we had last year did a very poor job in the first 6 games. Based off of reports and things that I've heard, Flores clamped down a little and demanded a few changes. And that's when things started to get better. But no, I'm not concerned at all. We just need the right mentality.
All right. Chris Gomez says Brock Marion was last good safety.
True, Brock. Rashad Jones is a good safety. Let's keep it 100. Just injuries.
TD, you picked 49ers. I picked Chiefs. I won last night. Just like I picked Fins over New England. You didn't think we would win. I'm only Miami Dolphins fan in the USA. Picked them in week 17. Faith.
Yeah, I was wrong about last night. But I also didn't think 49ers would do that in the fourth quarter. But yeah, I was off. I was wrong.
TD, I know I see Jordan Love arm. Do you think he can be Mahomes type if we draft him? I know you've seen.
A player like Jordan Love can be trash, or he can be better than Mahomes. I mean, again, y'all got to realize, how does it translate to the NFL? Also, do you put him in a great situation? Do you give him a great O-line to protect him and help him, you know? It's too many factors to say what a player will be.
All right, let's see. That's Chase Young, TD, Nick Wilson time. TD, what do you think? TD, what do you think we need to get to the playoffs?
What do we need to get to the playoffs? We need a dominant pass rush. So we need a defensive end that ends up going to the Pro Bowl. And another 2 defensive ends, as far as I care. We need a really good corner. Ain't got to be locked down, but they got to be 8 out of 10 to add to this roster. We need 2 guards, 2 tackles, and a center. We need an O-line, man. Outside of that, we can do it.
Please answer my question. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back. I gotta scroll back. You think Tua will take a team-friendly deal? Oh, we did answer that, Christian.
Yeah, I said it don't matter until 4 years after he's drafted, you know, at that point. But I would hope that he does, instead of following the same path and projection. Because think about it, when Tua's up for a contract, he'll be in 5 years from now, he'd be in the range of the way things are going now, he'd be on pace to get 30% of a salary cap. So if the salary cap is $250 million, by the end, the salary cap will be about 260, 30%. He'd be getting about $65 million, man. That's what you'll be paying a quarterback 5 years from now. $65 million a year out of $260 million. That's the pace that these quarterbacks are going on right now.
Hillary, I like you, but me and TD going to be your cowgirls in the future. Whatever, Terrence. All right, Ray Lucas went to my high school, Harrison High School, New Jersey. Nice guy. Spoke to him. He was not happy when the Dolphins cut him. He lived 4 houses down from me. G. Clooney. Congratulations to Sam Madison, Damian Williams, Matt Moore, Chad Henne, Jordan Luca winning the Super Bowl. Mr. Miami 305. TD, do you think we need a new MLB?
Yeah, we need an anchor in that middle. That's for sure.
What's the MLB?
Middle linebacker.
Robert Jones used to play for Miami Dolphins and Dallas Cowboys. Okay, TD, wanted to know if you think we should draft a running back or go in free agency. I think we should draft one. What's your opinion on that?
Draft.
To go to the playoffs, we need everything. Hillary, we're going to beat your Cowgirls in the future. Sorry, Hillary. Keep in mind that Tua will sit his first year.
For whatever team he on.
Jack Del Rio used to play for Miami Dolphins, Dallas Cowboys in the 90s. Crazy. Y'all sleeping on Justin Herbert at number 5. Pickett might shock some Dolphins fans. Y'all are sleeping on Justin Herbert at number 5. I think he's saying pick him at number 5 and he might shock some Dolphins
I'm not sleeping on Herbert. I think he's good. He has the talent.
The possibilities are endless.
He really could. We could go Herbert at 5.
All right, let's see here. TD, will the Cowboys pay Dak Prescott?
They're talking about rumors had it today that they're going to franchise tag him. So I don't know.
What does that mean?
That means that they only pay him a 1-year deal worth the average of the top 5 quarterbacks. So that means he's going to get about 27, 28
Isn't
million.
that kind of messed up to do, though?
I mean, they're trying to figure out if he's the future or not. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. You still don't know. You still don't know, really.
Let's see. Let me look that up real quick. One moment.
They're hurting because, again, you give Dak Prescott that kind of money. What are you taking away from the team? You see, the Seattle Seahawks did the same thing. They waited to the very last minute because they're scratching their head like, oh my gosh, like if we give Russell Wilson this money, it's going to be hard to build a team around him that's Super Bowl worthy.
ESPN does say ESPN sources say Cowboys are likely to use franchise tag on Dak Prescott as contract talks remain at an impasse. With no long-term contract in sight, the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott are heading straight towards a situation in which the team will have to use its franchise tag on the star quarterback.
They'll have to use the franchise tag because, I mean, what you going to give him that money now? You going to give him what? What you going to give him $40 million? How much is Dak Prescott making this year? Look it up.
Let's see.
Look up Dak Prescott, how much money he's made. Just put Dak Prescott's contract.
Let's see. Dak Prescott makes contract. Hold on.
Watch this. Watch this.
Let's see here.
How much you think he made, man?
I'm looking.
Take a guess.
Probably not much.
How much you think?
Hey, give me, I don't know. 1 second.
Well, that's why you guess.
I know. Probably not much. Probably like $1 million. I'm not sure.
I think he made like 2.3 or something like that.
His 4-year contract is, oh, this sucks.
They should have years listed.
Oh, yeah. So this year, 2019, his salary was $2,025.
$2,025,000?
Wait, $2,025,000. Sorry.
So 2025?
Yes.
So $2 million, right?
Yes.
So
and his signing bonus was only $95,849.
So wow. So 2.1 million.
What's sad though is last year he only made $630.
Yep.
The year before he made $540, and the year before his first year he only made $450,000.
So here's the dilemma that you run in. You got a quarterback making $1 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow he making $40 million. That other $39 million on the roster where you're paying all your money, you don't have no free money. So now you got to look at your roster and say, I got to cut $39 million. Where I'm gonna get it from?
He was drafted 4th round, 135 all overall. Okay, I'm listening.
$1 million.
Babe, you don't have to tell me. I understand.
No,
that.
I'm saying,
but at the end of the day,
when you look at your team, where you gonna take $39 million from?
At the end of the day, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. If you don't pay Dak the way this league is going, you have to pay another quarterback, or you'll just draft another one.
Yeah. If you have to draft another one,
but then every 4 or 5 years, you're just drafting a new one,
or you go get you one that's above average. Well, like I said, all I'm saying to you is if you do take the approach of going ahead and giving them $40 million,
listen,
take the $39 million and say, look at your roster and say, we're gonna get rid of you.
That's the problem.
We're gonna get rid of you.
Right, I agree. I don't think Dak is worth $40 million. If you ask me, I don't think he's worth $30 million. But again, in my opinion, like Deion Sanders said, should no position on that field be getting paid $20 more million than me?
Yeah, but
I don't believe any quarterback. But if that is the standard rate for a going quarterback now, I mean, what are you gonna do?
It's not the standard rate just because idiot teams make it.
I agree.
So, but you can't fall into that because again, if you got the same team and now you're gonna give a guy $40 million just to take away $39 million worth of talent on your team, how are you gonna be better?
But at the end of the day, call Dak what you want, but Dak has put the numbers and stats up there. Everybody has said, even the players have said, even old Cowboy greats and non-old Cowboy greats, even one of your favorites, Lil Wayne, that says at the end of the day, Dak plays great. He is a great player.
But is that a product of everything around him? You can look at the O-line. Look at the running game.
At the end of the day,
how did he look without Cooper? He looked like trash. Remember the argument was he don't have no weapons.
And then Cooper started to look like trash too.
And then that hurt Dak.
And then Dak started showing up and he threw to somebody else. Well, who was it? Cobbs?
Yeah, but Cobb has always been a good receiver.
Okay, but when Cooper, don't say that. How did Dak look without Cooper?
How did he look without Cooper?
Fine, because they threw to Cobbs.
No, he didn't. Cobbs wasn't there. Cobbs is new.
Are you talking about this year or previous years?
Previous years.
He looked fine. He had Dez.
Listen, stop that. I was following Dak Prescott history. His rookie season, him and Zeke, everybody was happy.
He didn't have to throw like that because we can dominate with our run game. We ran that ball up and down the field.
It was when Zeke wasn't on the field, he looked bad.
For 5 games?
There was a point.
If our run game if we're centered around the run game and we rely on our running back, of course, if you pull our running back out of the equation, he's gonna look bad.
Dak's second year in this league,
only his second year in the league.
His second year, he ain't been in the league only 2 years.
No, I said that was his second year in the league.
His second year in the league, the whole fan base was like Dak was the problem.
And oh my God, that is not what the whole fan base
said.
Yes,
they were.
No,
they were like, oh, Dak ain't
No,
this.
they did not. We've been complaining about our coaching staff for years. Shut up.
Like I said, okay. When y'all go ahead and pay him the $40 million.
Honey, I don't think he needs to even get paid $30 million.
I'm just saying, when you pay him the $40 million,
you're doing him dirty to franchise tag him, because if you're not going to pay him, you'll have to pay somebody else, or you're going to keep drafting quarterbacks every 5 years.
If you give, hold on. If you give him the $40 million, the point that I'm making is he's not putting up them stats no more.
I agree.
So, but why are you sitting here justifying if that's the going rate for a quarterback?
No, that's not what I'm saying though. That's not what I'm saying. You're doing the same. You're doing me the same way you claim that people do you. What I am saying is, don't do him dirty though and franchise tag him.
But what else are you supposed to do if he won't accept nothing but 40? What are you supposed to do then?
Y'all work it out the same way you worked it out with Zeke.
So give him 40. They end up giving Zeke what he wanted.
No, they didn't. They still modified it. Zeke's contract at the end of the day has a lot of little conditions in it, Tony.
Stop. Go look at Zeke money. They gave him his money.
All right.
Zeke got his money, man.
All right. Anyways, I don't care. Let me go back to the comments. Well, what if the Dolphins get a QB in free agency? Christian Foster.
No.
What if the Dolphins get a QB in free agency?
Not gonna happen.
No, Herbert is something. Hold on 1 second. I just don't feel him. I see more in Tua and Burrow. Tua Tagovailoa gonna beat Dallas Prescott. Sorry, Hillary. Dak might hold out if they tag him. Dallas doing Dak wrong, and you know it, TD.
Y'all with this ridiculousness. How they doing a man wrong that if they know if I give him $40 million, he won't even be the same Dak? The numbers he putting up now, he won't even put up anymore. Because part of the reason he's putting the numbers up is because we got him protection, we got him weapons to throw to, we got him a run game. Ain't that what y'all say about Tannehill? If the organization knows that the reason why Dak is successful is because we put him in a successful situation, but if we give him $40 million, we no longer can keep him in a successful situation like that, how are they doing him wrong? just give him the $40 million and watch his numbers drop now?
People are saying Gallup. He threw to Gallup this season. Somebody says Cobb is old as F though. TD Dak talk. Please let them pay Dak $40 million. Tony, I
ain't gonna lie, I agree. Mahomes, pay him $40 million. Lamar Jackson, please give him $40 million.
Listen, again, I
so
don't
that
agree.
We can have a better chance to win it.
I don't agree that any player, including my Dak Prescott, needs to be making that much more money over every other player on the field. I disagree. I agree exactly with Deion Sanders made. It's absolutely ridiculous with these QBs, and that's why you're not having dynasties and you don't have people winning back-to-back titles,
but because
they get this fresh person in the draft, then they're stuck with them and they pay them $40 million and they don't go back to the Super Bowl until it's time to draft again. That is why people want to go to the draft and grab quarterbacks, because they're likely to win a Super Bowl if they do it.
$1 million for a guy with an arm, and you're gonna put him behind a wall and say throw the ball,
and you're winning a Super Bowl. Yes, Carter, baby. Okay, it's probably dead. You gotta wait.
But you gotta make a decision. The Cowboys gotta make a decision.
Listen, I love my Dak, but I never, ever in life said, we have 15 minutes. I never in life said to pay him $40 million. I don't even believe that he deserves 30. I think Dak would be good at a 27 or 28 if Brady deserves to make even what Brady is making.
Well, Brady is only requesting 35 because he knows he owns his way out and he's going to take advantage of a team. He like, let me go on to another team and get some cash. Let them be the suckers.
EM says, stop TD. EM says, this is nonsense.
It's always nonsense.
TD is always hard-headed.
It's always nonsense, but what I'm saying makes all the sense in the world. I'll wait. I can't wait to see the $30 million quarterback win a Super Bowl with the salary cap the way it is.
TD, you need to accept Hillary's opinions. You're hard-headed sometimes. Let's see.
I accept her opinion. I was just looking for an answer. What are you gonna do though?
Let's see.
You still gotta make a decision.
Dak is not an elite QB. He's not worth $40 million. Tag him or trade him. Popeye's Chicken said,
bingo, that's what I was saying. Tag or trade. You gotta make a decision.
Facts. This QB contracts are killers for teams. QB contracts are killers.
It's killing them. But people want them anyway. And it's perfect for me because we ain't gonna have to worry about it for maybe 4 years.
They're asking, okay, TD, so they should let that go?
Okay, once again, if you give a guy $40 million and he ain't gonna look the same anymore, he not gonna put up the numbers anymore. He's not the guy that you signed, that you had in the first place, because that $40 million was paying for him to look better with what was around him.
Well,
then yeah, you let him walk if he want that kind of money.
Well, honestly, it sounds like for what the Cowboys are trying to build, then they need to grab a QB, because at the end of the day, if Dak is only making $2 million, if they pay him $18 million, there's going to take a hit somewhere else anyway. They're going to take a hit anywhere.
Yeah, I agree, but it's not as bad. It's not as bad if you pay him 26 versus 40.
Listen, we were 8-8 with paying him $2 million. They just gave DeMarcus Lawrence a huge contract. They just are trying to they gave Zeke one. They have to pay our own line. They're going to pay Amari Cooper. I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to bleed anyway. So
here's part of the problem. Look at Russell Wilson, right?
Yeah.
And look at Jimmy Garoppolo. Who's the better quarterback?
Got a lot of questions.
Who's the better quarterback, Russell Wilson or Jimmy Garoppolo?
Russell, I guess.
Why did Jimmy Garoppolo go further in the playoffs if it's all on the quarterback and the quarterback should be the reason?
I agree, babe.
No, I ain't talking to you. I'm saying that's the point that I'm making for people to understand.
Preaching to the choir.
Jimmy Garoppolo and Russell Wilson. Why is Jimmy Garoppolo in the Super Bowl and Russell Wilson not? Because Russell Wilson can't afford what Jimmy Garoppolo got around him. With the Legion of Boom.
TD told you 49ers not winning the Super Bowl. It's all about having a superstar QB to Miami.
But there was no superstars QB on Sunday. No QB looked like a superstar. A run game won the Super Bowl.
Jimmy makes more than Russell last year.
Jimmy what?
Jimmy makes more than Russell last year. Kirk is highly overpaid because he's average, but the cap going up. He's making average QB money in 2 years. Jimmy makes more than Russell last year. I don't know. There's only Tom
Hold
Brady.
on. They said Jimmy made more than Russell last year.
so.
Jimmy made 26 last year. Wasn't Russell Wilson getting paid 28? Jimmy made 26. Now the year before that in 2018, oh, you might be saying 2018, Jimmy Garoppolo made 37 million. You are correct. But Jimmy Garoppolo, the San Francisco 49ers won 4 games. They won 4 games. Yeah. So whoever made that point, that's the point. They won 4 games when Jimmy Garoppolo made 37 million.
I've been a Miami Dolphin fan since 1988. EM Dolphin fan says, stop, dude. Sorry, we don't need Frank Gore. He's an old man. We need a whole new thing. So superstar QBs in the Super Bowl last year either. Goff and Brady both look terrible.
I agree.
All right. Met Don Shula at the steakhouse in Miami. Jimmy G was hurt then, though.
Nobody, $37 million.
They're all saying Jimmy got hurt, Jimmy got hurt, Jimmy got hurt, Jimmy got hurt.
$37 million. So you mean to tell me Jimmy G made the difference in the record? Hold on, let's get this straight now. Jimmy G was the reason they won 4 games. So Jimmy G is worth this year you can say Jimmy G is worth 10 games. Like how many games San Francisco won this year? 13 or something? So Jimmy G is worth 9 games. Is that what y'all telling me because he got hurt? Come on, get out of here with that craziness. Get out of here.
Bad example, Jimmy G was hurt.
Like I said, bad example for y'all. Jimmy G worth 9 games. So if he wasn't hurt, they would have got 13 wins.
2.8 passer rating in the 4th quarter.
Come on.
That defense won a lot of games for the Niners.
Exactly. As much as y'all was dogging Jimmy G yesterday, Jimmy G is just slightly above average. He ain't no great quarterback. He just a game manager. Yeah, now these are y'all words. And all of a sudden, Jimmy G was hurt that year, and that's why. Come, get out of here.
Goff is overpaid. Rams messed up by giving him all that money, and it showed this year.
And already, look at that. Already. Same thing with Matthew Stafford. He was one of the first ones to get them big deals when the collective bargaining agreement allowed rookies to get their money like that. And where has the Lions been? Where has the Lions been, y'all? Matthew Stafford was one of the highest paid quarterbacks in a rookie term. And where has the Lions been, y'all? When the salary cap was so low. It's proven, man. Y'all ignored to look at it. The evidence is out there in front of y'all. I still ain't heard nobody answer the question yet. When has there been a quarterback that was making over 17% of the salary cap win a Super Bowl?
The Niners made it to the Super Bowl not spreading money around.
What happened? Spread money around?
Not spreading money around. The Niners made it to the Super Bowl.
I don't get what you mean by not spreading money around.
They should cap a QB salary. It's getting out of control.
It's hurting teams. It's hurting teams.
TD, who should we get at running back?
A draft.
Jared Goff, I forgot about him. Tom Brady to the 49ers. TD, what's good? Fins up.
What's
Lions
up?
won 3 games. Lions haven't been good since, huh?
They ain't been good since. They gave that man all that money, and we know he got the talent and he got the arm. He ain't a crazy bad quarterback, but you gave him all that money. And then we want to be like, Belichick's tree ain't been no good. Look at Matt Patricia. Man, look what Matt Patricia inherited.
You have to blame the owners. We're just fans. We don't make the CIN, or I guess maybe the call. I don't know.
Yeah, but y'all endorsing it. That's the point. I agree with you. You got to blame not the owner, but the GM. You got to blame the GM. Yeah, you're not making the call, but why would you endorse it?
Mahomes is elite. Mahomes is elite as long as that O-line is good. He'll be fine. Watson is just a Willie Beeman highlight. Real waiting to happen, not elite to me.
I agree with both of those.
You have to blame the owners. We're just fans. We don't make the contracts. Let's see. Alabama running back. I disagree. Deshaun Watson is elite.
Deshaun Watson is elite?
Yeah.
Man, y'all are tripping now. Y'all are tripping. And then on top of it, once again, another player who got to get his money. Oh my God, Watson got to get his money. Tunsil, wait, did Watson already get his money? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Did they pay Watson already?
Draft TD. There's good running backs like Alex and Gore who want to come here.
I'm good with Gore coming back. I ain't gonna lie. If we use like a by committee. Did they answer that question? Did Watson get paid yet? I don't think he did. Unless it happened recently and I missed it. Did anybody say yes or no?
Somebody said nah.
No, I thought he didn't. But it's gonna be so funny. He gotta get paid.
Getting his money next year.
Tunsil gotta get paid. A whole nother situation. They're watching, they're gonna be in the same situation. They already gave away their draft capital for the future. They already gave away all their money. I mean their capital. So that's gonna be crazy, man. But you know why they gave away all their first round picks to Miami? Because they knew they weren't gonna be able to afford to pay them first round picks anyway, because they gotta pay Watson. Y'all better think about that. They knew that they weren't gonna be able to sign those first round picks anyway, because they gotta pay Watson. Now they gotta pay Tunsil. And a few other players on that team they gotta play. They couldn't pay Clowney no more.
They just need to restructure everybody's deal.
Nope. I like it the way it's going. Get them quarterbacks all the money in the world. It's perfect for my team.
The Miami Dolphins are going to have to do the same thing eventually too. If y'all have a quarterback that y'all draft,
not necessarily.
If y'all have a superstar quarterback that y'all draft that's doing great things on his rookie deal, y'all may have to re-sign him too, because then there will be no longevity in the quarterback position. All of them will be 5 years and done.
Not necessarily. Let me give you an example. If Rosen comes out this year and he actually balls out, hypothetically, I ain't saying he will. Now you can get a Rosen. Now the 2021 offseason, 2021 offseason. Now you can sign Rosen on a 5-year, $96 million deal. Because you got 2 years of blah, 1 year of wow, and now it's like, we can get a discount now. Same thing we did with Devontae Parker. Same thing we were trying to do with the running back situation. The worse they look and you suppress their talent, when it's contract time, you can get a team-friendly deal.
Wow.
Imagine Josh Rosen jumping out having a season like Tannehill this year. Now you can go into 2021 offseason and sign him on a big deal for 5 years, but it ain't really big. It's like $100 million for 5 years. At $20 million a year for a quarterback right now, you winning. You'll be winning as an organization.
All right, let us see here. Can 49ers use Tom Brady? How does it feel that Damian Williams is a Super Bowl champion? I'm
happy for him. Like I said earlier, I mean, I ain't got no feelings towards it, really. It's whatever. I don't care. There's no investment for the Dolphins, but I'm happy for him. He moved on to another team and found success.
TD, would that be a question you ask in combine interviews? Would you take a team-friendly deal to win a Super Bowl?
No, because you're going to get every answer you want to hear at that point anyway. That's all blah. You're going to get the answer you want.
TD always has hope for Rosen. Rosen is pathetic.
Yeah, just like Tannehill was. But now he's a comeback player of the year.
Will KC draft a running back in the first round?
I have no idea. I haven't studied their situation, honestly, and I don't understand why they would with Damian Williams doing what he did, emerging.
That's some sports talk stuff that you got to get up on. All these other teams, what they're doing. Let's see here. Takes time to study all that stuff, though, huh?
I know.
$20 million a year can be cheap with your elite group. Can be cheap with your elite players.
For a quarterback, you be winning if you got a quarterback good enough, and you can get him for $20 million a year, 5 years. Oh, you're winning. You're winning.
I wonder what Tom Brady's salary was on his year. Let me look up Tom Brady.
His salaries.
Yeah. Tom Brady
contract. Brady's always been on a team-friendly deal.
Let's see.
Whatever site says spot track, that will tell you.
All right, let's see what Tom Brady is. Let's just say what he's pretty much made. Wow.
Brady's always taking team-friendly deals.
Wow. So
there's a 2-year $60 million on there, but he restructured for the team.
Yep. So in 2019, his base salary was $1,750,000. They gave him a signing bonus of $13,750,000
in 2019.
Restructured for $5,000, and the cap hit at $21,000.
21 million.
Dead at 23 million. Yeah. Let's see here. His yearly cash was dead cap at 32. His yearly cash was 23 million. Let's see here. And the year before that, in 2018, his cash was, I guess his cash is the only thing that makes a difference. 15 million.
15 million in 2018. Super Bowl champ.
Yeah, $15 million. Isn't that crazy?
15 million.
$15 million.
Half of Russell Wilson's.
But there is a correlation, I guess, to paying a quarterback a lower salary and winning a Super Bowl.
The correlation's always been there. It's just people want to ignore it. They want to ignore the correlation.
I guess technically even Mahomes didn't get big money winning the Super Bowl, did he? Like, he's not on a big contract. Look
at it, say he's making $4 million. Mahomes got paid $4.4 million this year.
There is the correlation.
His backup got paid almost as much as him, 4.1. Matt Moore made 4.1 this year.
Tom Brady needs to retire now. Tom Brady should retire now. Tom Brady should retire. Let's see here. New England Patriots dynasty is over. It's time to celebrate with Hennessy, Black Bud Light, and Cuban cigars. Tannehill is actually a good QB. I don't get how Matt Ryan beats the Saints and the Niners but loses to everyone else.
Any given Sunday, man.
Football really is any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
Matt Ryan, man.
But one thing I will say, like Michael Irving said, not to just keep referencing Cowboys players, it really takes a lot of heart, and it's a mental game. It really, really is. It's a mental game.
No question.
Jimmy was injured all year. Yeah, Tom Brady average skill had nothing to do with Tom Brady has average skill. It has nothing to do with Super Bowl victories. What?
I don't know. A lot of people argue that too. Tom Brady is a above average quarterback. He just always had 7s and 8s around him. And
that's because his salary was low, though.
I'm a firm believer in that. And Tom Brady said it out of his own mouth.
He did in an interview.
These are his words.
He said he's okay.
Why do you get paid so little? Because I prefer to win. I enjoy the competitive advantage of having better players surround me. That's his competitive advantage. Better players around him. He ain't out here boasting about himself. He's out here actually giving everybody else credit, saying, I have an advantage because I got more around me than everybody else.
If you really look at his physical attributes, yes, he has a good arm, but he's not a good runner. I mean, his pocket presence is amazing, and he's one of the smartest in the actual game. Like,
imagine giving Tom Brady only 2 seconds to throw the ball. He can't run out of the pocket.
Not at all.
He got great pocket presence, but at the same token, it's only so much you can do if you can't get out the pocket and do nothing yourself.
But believe it or not, though, that O-line, literally, even the commentators be like, the way he's so calm, he can almost feel where his O-line is going, and his O-line builds a wall around him. So how can you not have good pocket presence? I watch their highlights all the time, and it's like they shift in sync. It's crazy.
There could have been a lot of quarterbacks who survived in this league if they would have came in with a great O-line. But everybody automatically said they were trash because they got murdered, man. They got killed out there.
I was being ridiculous. See, Tom Brady the GOAT like Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe. Mahomes looks like trash. Mahomes has arm and feet. He's elite. Tom Brady ain't gonna be starting in no NFL blitz. Starting on no NFL blitz. Yeah, let's see here. Your comments have slowed down.
Cool.
Your comments have slowed down.
Well, we almost here now.
Yeah. TD, do you think Tannehill is going to stay with Tennessee?
It's a good chance of it, but I don't know. I think Tannehill would be the most interesting free agent at the quarterback position out there, because you might be surprised where he ends up. Like, literally, if Tennessee lets him hit the market, I could actually see Ryan Tannehill signing with the New England Patriots. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section. If Ryan Tannehill hits free agency, could you see him signing with the New England Patriots on a 4-year deal?
Let me see.
And then they're going to end up getting him on a 4-year, $20 million per or something.
Let me see. Why does this drive seem so seamless?
With a great defense. Oh my gosh, man. I would be so
Don't
mad.
say that, TD. He's going whatever that running back goes. Yes, no way, Christian, no way. I would die. Please, no. Who cares?
Yeah, you say who cares.
Wrong. No way. Hey, TD. No. All the conversation. They will keep him. Tennessee will not let T. Hill go.
I don't know, man. You never know, guys. You never know. You never know.
He can go. He's garbage.
Hey, and then when we play in the Patriots, don't be mad. Don't be mad when we play the Patriots. That'll be the ultimate slap in the face.
If Tannehill went to the Patriots.
And it won't even be his fault. And Belichick would probably be laughing to the bank. Belichick would be like, I got Ryan Tannehill, and you better know I'm going to give him an O-line to protect him. He going to have the best protection, better protection than Tennessee. He going to have that Brady protection. He going to have 6-7 seconds to throw the ball. Tannehill might win the MVP in New England. And I truly mean that.
Man, all I know is
Man,
they always harp on the Cowboys O-line, but when I seen highlights of New England's O-line behind Brady, everybody always talks about Brady's pocket presence. I mean, how could you not be chilling behind that line that moves in sync like that?
Chilling.
They literally build a wall around Brady.
Anytime you get to Brady, he start getting frazzled, but it's so rare.
It's rare.
It's rare.
Because you're not going to happen. And then let me tell you something. Notice that if one of his linemen miss his block, and it's rare, but if it's rare, but when you do get that opportunity to sack him and somebody missed this block, oh Lord, they be looking like, because it's so rare. It's almost like watching MJ. Like watching New England is so enjoyable. Like it really is enjoyable. I'm not gonna lie.
But the Patriots run an intricate offensive line, man. They scheme it well. You got to look at the way that they have their blocking.
Let me see. I think Jalen Hurts, I'd be a better pro. Forget Tannehill. We're going to have Tua. Brady had no O-line. All were injured. 2020 AFC champs.
People, you got to stop that craziness. Patriots always develop a good O-line. They backups good. Talk about injuries. They backups are good.
True. They really are.
They backups can start in this league.
Because you have a roster full of sevens.
Yeah, they spread that money out.
Full of sevens. Brady in Miami for a year. Sizzle, no. The path to OL is too bad for T. Hill. Have a lot of success. Your comments are slowing down.
No. Because they had lag for a little. That's normal.
Wait, does the Patriots O-line coach retire?
No, I'm not sure. It really wouldn't matter. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. We actually almost in Miami now, so we're about to end the stream, man. How long have we been going, baby?
You have been going for, I don't know, actually.
How many minutes is it?
I don't know. I don't know how to tell.
It's on this screen. See what it says.
It says you've been going for, I can't tell.
What does it say?
I can't see it from here.
Oh, probably an hour and 45 minutes, because I think I see 105 minutes. So 105 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
I got an hour and 45.
So, anywho, but we're about to get up out of here, man. This is TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all always helping us through our drive. Y'all help us get through. That was an hour and 45 minutes worth of streaming. and we're pretty much almost at our destination. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. I'll see y'all real soon. The off season is gonna be amazing, and I'm gonna be covering over here at TDPHINSTALK. I love y'all. Peace. Tell them bye, baby.
Bye, guys.